Imagine excruciating tooth pain. No dentist, no anesthesia, just primitive stone tools and raw courage. Now watch as a sharp flint tip bores into living tooth. 130,000 years ago, feel the rough hands holding you down. Taste the bitter herb poultice meant to numb the pain barely working. Hear the scrape of stone against enamel, the wet crunch as it breaks through to infected pulp. Your mouth floods with the metallic warmth of blood. Every muscle in your body tenses against unbearable pain. Welcome to Stone Age dentistry, where a toothache could kill you, and the cure might be just as terrifying as the disease. For millions of years, our ancient ancestors actually maintained surprisingly good dental health. Their diet of meat, nuts, and fibrous plants kept their teeth relatively clean and free of decay. But around 10,000 years ago, everything changed. The transition to farming introduced soft, carbohydrate-rich foods that stuck to teeth and fed bacteria, creating an epidemic of dental problems. The evidence of these dental woes and the desperate attempts to fix them lies preserved in ancient teeth scattered across archaeological sites worldwide. These tiny time capsules tell a story of pain, innovation, and surprising sophistication. Scientists have discovered that hunter-gatherers had significantly fewer cavities than their agricultural descendants. This dental disaster prompted the emergence of the world's first dentists, specialists with the skills to address a growing crisis of rotting teeth. But what led our ancestors to these desperate measures? Let's drill deeper into the painful truth about prehistoric teeth. When humans started farming, they began consuming more grains and starches. These foods broke down into sugars that oral bacteria feasted on, producing acids that dissolved tooth enamel. Without modern dental hygiene, this led to painful cavities, abscesses, and infections that could spread to the brain and prove fatal. But here's the shocking truth. Despite our advanced dental care, modern humans have worse teeth than our hunter-gatherer ancestors. Scientific studies of ancient dental plaque reveal a dramatically different oral environment. The typical prehistoric mouth contained diverse protective bacteria that naturally defended teeth, while our modern mouths harbor harmful decay-causing bacteria that thrive on our sugar-rich diets. The numbers tell the story. Research shows hunter-gatherers experience cavities in only 1 to 5% of their teeth, while agricultural societies, including our modern one, show cavity rates of 10 to 85%, despite all our toothpastes, mouthwashes, and dental visits. According to research from the Australian Centre for Ancient DNA, our shift to processed foods and refined sugars has created an oral ecosystem dominated by destructive microbes that our bodies constantly fight against. Even with our toothbrushes, floss, and mouthwash, we're losing the battle our ancestors were winning without any modern dental tools. What made prehistoric dental problems particularly terrifying was the lack of effective pain relief. A severe toothache wasn't just uncomfortable, it could prevent eating, sleeping, and hunting, threatening survival itself. Pain demands solutions, and our ancestors were nothing if not resourceful. The humble toothpick was likely humankind's first dental tool, with evidence dating back over 1 million years. Prehistoric humans fashioned small sticks from wood or bone to remove food trapped between teeth. Archaeologists have found teeth with distinctive wear patterns that show regular toothpick use. But when more serious dental problems arose, prehistoric humans developed surprisingly sophisticated solutions. In Pakistan, archaeological discoveries from 9,000 years ago reveal teeth with carefully drilled holes to remove decay. These early dentists used bow drills with flint tips to treat infected teeth. Experimental recreations show these tools could create a cavity in less than a minute, though without anesthesia, even a minute would feel like eternity to the patient. The holes were as small as 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter, targeting specific decay areas while avoiding the sensitive pulp. This wasn't random intervention. These Stone Age specialists understood dental anatomy well enough to perform controlled, deliberate procedures. Tools tell only half the story. The experience of prehistoric dental patients is where true nightmares begin. Imagine being the patient. No numbing agents, no sterilization, just the raw sensation of a stone drill grinding into your living tooth. The psychological impact alone would be tremendous. Yet evidence shows patients survived these procedures. Some evidence suggests that early dentists may have used natural painkillers like coca leaves in South America or opium poppies in Europe. But most patients likely relied on nothing more than willpower and perhaps alcohol to endure the treatment. The practice wasn't limited to modern humans. Evidence from 130,000 years ago shows that even Neanderthals attempted dental care. At a site in Croatia, researchers found teeth with grooves suggesting toothpick use and manipulation to relieve pain from misaligned molars. These findings reveal that addressing dental problems was important enough to warrant developing specialized techniques, even with the limited technology available. After drilling came the next challenge: what to put in the hole? Once prehistoric dentists removed decay, they needed to seal the cavity to prevent further damage. The oldest evidence of this practice dates back 13,000 years in Italy, where archaeologists found teeth with deep drilled cavities that once held a mixture of bitumen, a tar-like substance, vegetable fibers, and hair. In Slovenia, researchers discovered a more recent but equally fascinating example: a 6,500-year-old tooth with a beeswax filling. This natural material proved remarkably effective, as beeswax becomes pliable when warm but solidifies at body temperature, creating a durable seal. It also contains natural antibacterial properties that may have helped fight infection. Other ancient civilizations used materials like gum resins, plant fibers, and mineral compounds. These materials were packed into the cavity to prevent food from getting trapped and causing further decay, showing an intuitive understanding of how dental disease progressed. Hold up. We've been talking about how prehistoric humans fixed their teeth, but what archaeologists discovered next changed everything. Our ancestors deliberately damaged their teeth on purpose. They weren't just chewing with them, they were using them as tools. Prehistoric teeth were gripping leather, stripping bark, and holding objects during crafting every single day. These weren't just mouths, they were workshops. Our ancestors' dental problems were compounded by their habit of using teeth as tools. Archaeological evidence shows wear patterns consistent with using teeth to process sinew for bowstrings or strip bark for cordage. Even children's milk teeth show significant wear, revealing how early humans put their teeth to work. This heavy use accelerated tooth wear, often grinding teeth down to the roots. Paradoxically, this sometimes helped prevent cavities by eliminating crevices where bacteria could hide. Not all prehistoric dental care was reactive. Some of our ancestors understood the value of prevention. While prehistoric humans didn't have toothbrushes as we know them, they weren't completely without intentional hygiene practices. Scientists have found evidence that many cultures deliberately cleaned their teeth with specialized tools. The most common was the chew stick, a twig from specific trees selected for their medicinal properties. When frayed at one end and used to scrub the teeth, these sticks released natural antiseptic oils that combated harmful bacteria. Species like Salvadora persica, the toothbrush tree, contain natural antibacterial compounds and silica that acts as a gentle abrasive. Archaeological evidence shows other inventive cleaning methods across cultures. Some used charcoal to remove stains. Others crafted primitive toothpicks from bone and wood, crafted to specific shapes for reaching between teeth. Many cultures used salt or plant ashes as abrasives to remove plaque. These deliberate practices reveal a sophisticated understanding of oral health thousands of years before the emergence of modern dentistry. Far from being ignorant about dental care, our ancestors developed effective solutions using the natural resources available to them. From simple prevention to complex treatments, the story of Stone Age dentistry spans the full spectrum of dental care. Stone Age dentistry reveals something profound about human nature. Even in our earliest history, we weren't passive victims of pain and disease. We were problem solvers, developing technologies and techniques to address suffering. The evidence of prehistoric dental care challenges our assumptions about ancient humans. These were innovative healers with a deep understanding of human anatomy and remarkable technical skills given their technological constraints. The ultimate irony? Despite our plush dental offices, fluoride treatments, and electric toothbrushes, our teeth are generally in worse shape than those of our prehistoric ancestors. Our modern diet has created an epidemic of tooth decay that even advanced dentistry struggles to combat. While we've perfected the treatments, we've disrupted the natural balance that once kept human teeth healthy. Today's dental visit may still trigger anxiety, but perhaps knowing what our ancestors endured provides perspective. That root canal doesn't seem so bad compared to a flint drill powered by a bowstring, does it? As we recline in cushioned dental chairs under bright lights with anesthesia and precision tools, we might spare a thought for those Stone Age dental patients, pioneers who endured unimaginable procedures without knowing whether their primitive treatments would work. While these ancient techniques may seem primitive, they continue to influence modern science in surprising ways. Recent archaeological techniques continue to expand our understanding of prehistoric dental health. DNA analysis of ancient dental plaque is revealing new insights into the oral bacteria that affected our ancestors. Studies published in Nature Genetics and other journals have confirmed a significant loss of bacterial diversity in modern human mouths. Research suggests that the oral cavity contains approximately 600 prevalent microbial taxa, but the diversity began declining with the advent of agriculture and has continued shrinking through industrialization. Some dental researchers are now exploring whether reintroducing certain lost bacterial species might help combat modern dental problems. Could restoring our ancestral oral microbiome diversity be the future of dental care? As we look to the future of dental health, the answer might paradoxically lie in our prehistoric past.